All right, what's growing on? So I'm out here along the far east side of the property. We've got an avocado right here. We've got a lychee right here. I believe that's a hot cap. Got a champagne loquat. That's a grafted loquat. We've got a Brogden avocado. We have a Christmas loquat. I believe we have a poncho avocado. And then we have a couple of these low chill peaches throughout this front bed. We put these in, I think, last October, so they haven't been here very long. These are, young planted trees. I think he just got some peaches off of the peaches, and now they want some pruning done. So I'm gonna make y'all a little video on how we prune these peaches. We're gonna take some of that vegetative growth out of the center of the trees, gonna kind of open them up a little bit, flat top them out. And we find with the peaches, you can prune them while they're dormant in the wintertime, so when the leaves are gone, or right after they fruit. You can get away with twice a year. I've had pretty good luck with that. All right, what's up guys? What's growing on? I definitely screwed this one up a little bit. I had the camera set up on the tripod. I had a little intro. I thought I was recording, set the camera down, pruned the trees. I wasn't recording. I didn't hit the on button, but I just pruned these peach trees behind me without filming it. So I'm just gonna talk to y'all about it for a second, kind of point out some things, hopefully give you some pointers and advice. So these peaches were really full. I believe this one is a Ceylon. This one is a Tropic Beauty, and I think that other one over here is a, let's check it out just to be sure, Tropic Sweet. So we've got 3 peaches here, and what I've done with these peaches is I've opened up the center, I've taken out any cross branching, and you never want to have that center growth. So that one was pretty good. The idea with the peach, when you prune it, you want to create a vase, and you want to start that vase as low to the ground as possible. You see where that one's starting to open up? See where this one's starting to open up? Same thing with the first one. You can't really see it because the monster papaya is blocking it, but these two make a better example. Now this one had a lot of center growth. You can see I made a very large reduction cut here in the center, but that had to go. So on peach trees, that center growth coming up, that's just vegetative. That will never produce fruit. That's really just wasting energy. So by removing that, we're putting that energy out into these outer branches. You really want to have maybe 4 to 6, arms, outer branches, no cross branching. And something else I'll point out, when I make these tip reduction cuts, I always make sure there's a bud there. You see that little bud that's getting ready to pop? I always make an angle cut with a sharp set of hand pruners, and I've probably told y'all 500 times, and I talk about these a lot. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get any kickback. We do get a small amount if you buy them through our Amazon store, but I swear by these. Felco has not told me to start using their pruners. I've just been using them for a really long time and had some success. They're Swiss made. They sell parts for these. Very easy to change a blade, change a spring. So all of these cuts were done on these peaches with these Felcos. Other than this one center cut, I did break out my loppers. So I had a bigger cut there. You can see I took some of those little suckers off of there, took some of the height off. In commercial production, like out here in Date City, there's parts of Florida that are starting to transition to peaches. Everybody's rushing for that alternate crop, anything other than citrus. So peaches are commonly starting to get planted throughout the state, and they have a machine that comes across that grove like a hedge trimmer and just hacks the top off. They do it every year. I think you're obviously gonna have a little bit of a better, healthier pruned tree when you have the time and you can get out there in the landscape or your own food forest, and prune it by hand. I just pruned this entire tree. Didn't even notice we had a paper wasp nest right there, which is okay. I'm not really scared of the wasps. They are probably one of our most beneficial predatory, insects that are out here in the system. They have all types of uses, so I'm not gonna just remove them or kill them. This is a beneficial insect, unless this is in an area where the kids are playing, let's say, way over there inside the playground. They're doing work for us. They're free workers here in the garden. We want them. So paper wasps, yellow jackets, all of these different insects, we think that, oh, they're gonna sting us. If we can work with them, they will work with us. Just remember that. I'm showing you what I've learned from my experience. I have pruned them while they're dormant. I have pruned them while they have leaves like this. I just spoke with a friend yesterday that's taught me a lot about peaches. Shout out to my buddy Joseph Haggerty, I appreciate it. You've taught me a lot about peaches here just very, in the last couple of weeks. I'm always learning too. I'm constantly progressing. I'm constantly trying to get better. Joe was the one that had pointed out some of this proper pruning technique. He actually noticed some trees that were in my nursery. He got trees from the same place. I was like, oh, I've heard that, I forget that, you know, so thanks for pointing that out, Joe. I hope y'all got something out of my little video on how to prune peaches. Just sharing what I know, if you guys like. If you know something more about peaches than I do, if you know a trick, put it in the comments. I want to learn from you guys too. I'm teaching you, you're teaching me, we're working together. So thank you all very much. Thank you for your comments, thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Pound it.